Okay, in this video we're going to be talking about important people dealing with the age of exploration. So the first person that we're going to talk about is Christopher Columbus, which is probably the most well-known of the people we're going to discuss. So in the definition column of your vocabulary sheet, I want you to write down that he was a Spanish explorer who was the first European to visit and settle the Caribbean. In the far right-hand column of your vocabulary chart, I want you to write down either a keyword or a few keywords, an example, or draw a picture of Christopher Columbus so you can remember his accomplishments. The next explorer we're going to discuss is Ferdinand Magellan. So in the definition column of your vocabulary sheet, I want you to write down that he was a Portuguese explorer who served Spain and whose crew became the first to circumnavigate the globe from 1519 to 1522. If you look on the map on the bottom right-hand corner, you can see that Magellan actually was not able to complete the circumnavigation because he was killed before the voyage was completed. Make sure you also draw a picture, write down a keyword or an example in your far right column of your vocab sheet. Our next important person is Giovanni da Verrazzano. He was an Italian explorer who was sent by France to find a route to the Pacific Ocean, and he eventually discovered the New York Harbor. So make sure you write that in your definition column next to his name. Make sure you also write down a keyword or draw a picture of his voyage in the right-hand column of your vocabulary chart. The next two people that we're going to talk about are King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. So in the definition portion next to their name, I want you to write down that they were the King and Queen of Spain who funded Christopher Columbus. This is similar to the stock market, but rather than buying stock in a company like you would on the stock market, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella actually invested into Christopher Columbus's journey. So any resources or land that was claimed by Columbus actually belonged to Spain, since the King and Queen of Spain funded his voyage. The next person on our list, Prince Henry the Navigator, is also from Portugal. In the definition column next to his name, I want you to write down that he organized expeditions of sailors to explore the west coast of Africa, and is known for his school of navigation. Make sure you include a keyword or a picture in the right-hand column of your chart. You can use the map at the bottom of the slide to help assist you. The next important person from our unit is Vasco da Gama. In the definition portion of your chart next to his name, I want you to write down that he was a Portuguese explorer who searched for and found a trade route to India. The map on the slide shows Vasco da Gama's first voyage, which is the one that opened up the trade route to India. Our next important person is Gil Inez, who is also a Portuguese explorer sponsored by Prince Henry and was the first to sail beyond Cape Bojador. This was a huge feat because no other sailor had been able to get past Cape Bojador because of the stormy weather there and the dangerous tides. After you write down your definition, make sure that you also include a keyword or a picture in the far right column for Gil Inez. Our final explorer is Zheng He. In your definition portion of your vocabulary chart, write down that he was a Chinese explorer with technology far beyond that of European explorers. The map on the bottom of the slide shows the multiple voyages of Zheng He and the different trade routes that he was able to open for China. After writing a key term or drawing a picture that I hope you remember Zheng He, double check to make sure that your vocabulary chart is completed 1 through 8. We'll finish up the rest of the vocabulary chart in the next video.